Hey guys, welcome to my channel and to my after warming thoughts on the 10 brand new Scentsy catalog fragrances that came out this month. I finished melting them and I thought I would give you my opinions on them to hopefully help you decide what you like or will like and order. So this of course is just my opinions. Everyone's noses differ. We all have different scent preferences. We smell the same scent differently, which is interesting and cool, I think, that we all don't have the same noses. So let me jump into it. I'll just go in alphabetical order according to the catalog. And so the first one is Black Currant and Plum. This one is Dark Plum, Wild Black Currant, and Sweet Apple. So melting this, it was very nice. I am kind of hit or miss with currant scents normally. They kind of take on almost like a bitter, weird note to me. But in this one, I didn't get that warming. Unfortunately, this is a lighter scent. The throw is pretty good. It's about a medium light, but the actual scent is different, if that makes sense. Most scents and the throws of the scents tend to be the same, but every once in a while you will get one that where the scent is different from the actual throw of the scent, if that makes any sense at all. So this was a light scent, but it had a medium type throw. So scent wise, it was probably around a 3. Throw wise, it was probably a 5-ish. But I do really like the smell of it. It is a fresher, brighter currant. Like I said, it's not heavy and bitter like a lot of currant scents are. And mixed with that plum, again, a brighter type of plum, like instead of like a baked plum, like sweet plum pastry is, this is like a fresh, you just cut it open type of plum. So a fresh, fruity scent, no spice to my nose at all. Unfortunately, like I said, it is lighter. So when I finish this one, it will be in probably our downstairs powder room because it's not a super strong scent or the best throw. So like I said, medium light, 4 to 5. So that is Black Currant and Plum. So I did enjoy the fragrance. The next one is Blackberry Spice. I finished this one. Let me read the notes. Blackberry, cedarwood, and fresh clove. Now to me, this is clove heavy. I know other people have said that the spice in it was light, but for my nose, it is heavy on the spice. So that's like the first note I get when I melt this is clove, followed by the cedar, and then the blackberry is probably the lightest note to my nose. It's nice if you like those super spicy scents, which I like spice in my home fragrance. But like I said, this was clove to me, clove with cedarwood. It reminds me a lot actually of cedar cider, except with blackberry instead of apple, because cedar cider is apple with spice and cedar, whereas this is blackberry and spice and cedar. So the performance on cold seemed like it was going to be super strong, like overwhelmingly strong to me on cold. Thankfully, it mellowed out when it was melting. Probably a 6 to 7, so it ended up being a pleasant scent. Reminds me of those like old-fashioned country stores that you can still find every once in a while. We had one out in the country near where I lived in Northern California. It was owned by some Mennonites, and it was like total like retro old-fashioned country store with wood floors and wood everywhere and barrels with stuff and that sort of vibe. So that's what this gives me when it was melting, is that vibe. So very, very nice rustic, old-fashioned type of smell. So like I said, right, 6 to 7 in throw and scents, warming. So that is a nice one. If you do like spicier scents, give that one a try. Okay, next one is Cran Apple Crumble, which is cran apple, brown sugar, and whipped cream. Now this was my favorite on cold in first sniffs, and it did not disappoint warming. So delicious, so delicious. When it's melting, you do get that cranberry apple combo, and you get that brown sugar, and you do even get that like whipped creamy quality to it too. It's delicious. Stronger on the fruity notes over the bakery aspect, but you can always amp up the bakery, maybe add sugar cookie to this, or I could even see maybe graham cracker crunch might be really good with this, but it's amazing. I love it. The throw was about an 8 for me, so it was great all around. That is Cran Apple Crumble. The next one is Falling Apples. Falling Apples. And this is Crisp Apple, Acorn, and Oak. Now this one, melting, gave me apple s'mores vibes, if you are familiar with that scent. I'm not really a fan of apple s'mores, but this one I liked better than apple s'mores. But it kind of had that same vibe to it. It's like a red, delicious apple. So a sweeter, like deeper apple. And then you get a lot of that like woodsy quality to it. And there's, I guess from the apple as well, that it is a little sweet. Almost like the apple is overripe, or it has been like fallen from the tree and is on the ground, and you get that pungent, sweet, red, delicious smell surrounded by that woodsy quality. So it's a nice scent. Like I said, I like it better than apple s'mores, but it is along the same lines as that one. Not my favorite apple scent, but it's nice. The throw was probably a 7 for me, so that is Falling Apple. The next one is Frosted Vanilla, and this one is Sweet Vanilla Bean, Birch Bark, and Frosty Air. This one is really nice. When it's melting, you do get that vanilla and like a minty quality and a touch of birch. It's so good. It is such a nice scent. Sweet, wintry scent. The throw on it was nice for me at probably 6.5. So not overwhelming, but still where you could smell it through the rooms and from one room to another. I know some people have mentioned that to them it kind of smelled medicine-y. I don't get that at all. It's just a beautiful like frosty vanilla with a little like woodsy birch touch to it. So it's really nice. So that's Frosted Vanilla. The next one is Huckleberry Hideaway. And this one is Fresh Picked Huckleberry, Mountain Violet, and Crisp White Woods. Let me open it up. So this one is the huckleberry is similar to the huckleberry from Huckleberry Clementine. So it's not as, it's like a tartar, almost like a sour quality to it, huckleberry. And then you do get that violet. There's a little bit of powderiness to this. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite melting. I was hoping when it melted that it would, I would like it more. I didn't really like it all that much. I didn't dislike it. I didn't hate it or anything like that, but I don't think I would repurchase this one at all. I'm normally not a fan of violet in home fragrance. It's too kind of like peppery and powdery for me. So I think that might be, along with kind of a more sour huckleberry, kind of is off-putting to my nose a little bit. But I will finish this bar. The throw on it was a 7 for me. So that is Huckleberry Hideaway. Okay, next one is Perfect Day. This one is autumn pear, spiced syrup, and a splash of bourbon. Now this is the one I mentioned on my cold sniff, my first sniffs, that it has this like a soapy quality to me. Thankfully, warming, that kind of went away, and I kind of got more of that spiced simple syrup. The pears in it is not like a fresh pear. It's more of a like cooked pear a little bit. And then mixed with that simple syrup, even though it doesn't smell exactly the same, it gives me Appletini Splash vibes when it is warming, especially. It's like a fall version of Appletini Splash to me. So it is like a artificial pear spicy drink is kind of the vibe I get from it. And the throw again for me was about a 6 to 7. So that is Perfect Day. The next one I have is actually one that I am just gonna skip over. It's Sips of Cider. I did not melt it. I know I've mentioned in prior videos, I am allergic to ginger, and that is blood orange, sparkling ginger, and cinnamon stick. So because I'm allergic to ginger, I try to avoid scents that have ginger in them because I do have allergic reactions to those scents. And so that one I did not melt, but I've heard it's a good performer. I've heard that it is a nice, pleasant scent. It was super like strong for me on cold, but I've heard it's not like an overwhelming scent when it is melting. So from others, I've heard it's good. So there you go. Okay, the next one is Velvet Moon. This one is soft vanilla flower, white musk, and foggy mist. This is a pleasant floral. It does give me like a cozy vibe when it's melting. It is a lighter scent though. In my open concept, it was about a 3. It was about a 3. So made for smaller spaces, most definitely. I'm glad they have another floral option in the fall winter catalog because usually it's just Luna. So it's nice to have this other option. But it has a slight touch of sweetness. It is a little powdery, but not like overwhelmingly so. It almost kind of has like a baby powder vibes, but it doesn't like slam you in your face type of baby powder at all. So it's not like you think, oh my gosh, I'm being overwhelmed by baby powder or anything like that. Like I said, it just kind of gives, it has like a cozy vibe. It's like a cozy floral, cozy wintry floral to my nose. And I actually think this could be one that you would melt year round. But to me, it's more cozy. So it leans winter to my nose. So that is Velvet Moon. And then the last one is White Amber and Silk. This is Warm Amber, Bergamot, and Comforting Cotton. So this is a laundry scent. It's like a cotton. Normally I don't like linen and super cottony scents. This is leaning towards almost too cottony, but not to where I'm like, get it out of my warmer. I can't stand it. But I do feel like this is one personally that I would be very specific about where I warm it, specifically like the laundry room, obviously, or maybe in a bathroom. I could see possibly warming it there. It is a musky amber cotton scent is what it is. So the throw on this was also a little light, but a little stronger than Velvet Moon. I would say probably a 4 for me. So that is White Amber and Silk. Okay, so let me figure out which ones are my favorites. I am going to go from least favorite to most favorite. And I will have to say my least favorite is probably White Amber and Silk. Like I said, I'm not huge into those cottony linen type scents. And then probably, it's kind of a tie between Huckleberry Hideaway and Perfect Day would be next. And then I'd probably say, Falling Apples would be after that. Then Blackberry and Spice, then Velvet Moon, and then the final 3, I would have to go with Black Currant and Plum. I really like the smell of this. I just wish it was stronger. And then Frosted Vanilla, love this scent. I will get more of this one. So, so nice. And last but not least is Cran Apple Crumble. This is so delicious, you guys. If you're into bakery, if you're into fall fruity fragrances, fall fruity and bakery lovers, pick this one up. It's so good. My link's down in the description for you. If you don't have a consultant, it's there for you. I'd be happy to be your consultant. So let me know in the comments if you have warmed these. What are your opinions on them? Which ones are your favorites? Which ones did you end up not really liking? I'm curious to know. I think consensus-wise, I think this is the most well-received one, the Cran Apple Crumble, from what I've seen. But yeah, so there you go, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now.